If we believe it, we can do it, right? Right? Let's explore that. You know where beliefs come from? Our experiences growing up, essentially. Their job is to protect us from pain in the future by looking at experiences of the past. Sometimes, though, for no reason of anybody's, they get distorted. And so instead of being protecting, they become dysfunctional and they stop us from being fearless, from being confident, from being exploratory. There's a family specifically that does this of beliefs called limiting beliefs. Their job is to be negative and stop us from believing something. And they come in three categories. Limiting beliefs about yourself, which is essentially the belief that something is inherently wrong with me. For example, I'm not at all athletic. So, limiting belief about yourself. Limiting beliefs about the world, which is the world will stop me from doing something that I want to do and not let me. For example, I won't speak my mind in large groups because if I do and I say something unacceptable, I'll be excluded. Third category, limiting beliefs about life in general. Something that you cannot do because it's too difficult. I cannot get to my dream career anymore. It's too late for my stage of life. Yeah, those are examples. So, what now? Are you stuck with these limiting beliefs for the rest of your life? Not at all. First, it's important to remember that this is a long journey. It's not something that will get solved in a day or two, but just understanding that there are beliefs that limit and understanding that there is effort to be done in getting through them is the first step. The second is to explore what your specific limiting beliefs could be. A great place to start is to think about where are you feeling stuck and angry. Is somebody coming and saying to you that this is something that you ought to be doing, but I see you holding yourself back, especially people who are fond of you, who are committed to your progress. Right? So that's a great place to start looking for limiting beliefs. I've also added a set of references on the notes so you can go and check those out. Once you've identified that this is a limiting belief, ask yourself a couple of times, is that really true? Is this useful for me to believe? For example, to say I'm not at all athletic, is it useful for me to believe it? Not at all. Is it really true? Maybe not. If I had to test that belief, what might happen? And test it carefully. I wouldn't, for example, go run 100 meters and try and run in the stadium if my belief was that I'm not athletic. But I could try and walk for 30 minutes every day for a week and see if that works. Right? So the first step is to make a list of one or two limiting beliefs which you've identified for yourself and then say, what can I do about these? Once you've figured out these are limiting beliefs, it's important to convert them into the opposite. What might those be? Beliefs that empower you. Whatever you do, again, don't rush into it. Writing down the opposite might not necessarily be the most accurate empowering belief. The empowering belief is something that allows you to get into an action that then moves you forward. So, I'm not at all athletic. I'm athletic is not the empowering belief. I can wake up in the morning and go walking for 30 minutes and see where that takes me is the beginning of an empowering belief. Am I going to immediately go and do it tomorrow? Most likely not. But if I keep that at the back of my mind, baby steps over a month, maybe I can start to question that belief. Maybe I can walk a little bit. Those are baby steps. So really think baby steps. I can try a simple athletic effort. I can try and speak my mind with a small trusted group. I can research about this dream career and figure out what it might look like at my stage of life. Right? So go ahead, try dancing with some empowering beliefs that you uncover.